The 9 parts of speech in English. There are 9 parts of speech in English. How many did I say, Johnny? 9. That's correct. Each word in a sentence will represent one of these parts of speech. The interesting thing about the language is that one single word can belong to several of these categories. For example, the word light can be a noun, adjective, and verb. The 9 parts of speech are adjectives, adverbs, conjunctions, determiners, interjections, nouns, prepositions, pronouns, and verbs. Let's discuss each one. Adjectives. Adjectives describe or modify a noun or pronoun. They are descriptive in nature. Their role is important in the language as they add color and imagery to the things we say. Some examples of adjectives are rich, steep, generous, ostentatious, and talkative. Colors are also considered adjectives since they describe the characteristics of nouns. For example, in the sentence, "The red car is mine," the adjective is red. Adverbs. Adverbs modify or describe verbs. For example, my sister sings wonderfully. They modify or describe adjectives. For example, the badly written song was unimpressive. They also modify or describe other adverbs. For example, she completed her homework ridiculously quickly. Adverbs say how, when, where, how often, or how much. Most adverbs end in ly, like carefully, sadly, swiftly, and meticulously, but there are adjectives that also end in ly, like lively and lovely. Words like well, always, never, and next are irregular adverbs that do not end in ly. Conjunctions. Conjunctions connect ideas, words, phrases, or clauses of equal importance within a sentence. They show the relationship between sentences. To remember the coordinating conjunctions easily, memorize the acronym FANBOYS. F for, A, and, N, nor, B, but, O, or, Y, yet, and S, so. Coordinating conjunctions all serve a purpose. For example, but is used to express contrasts, while and is used to add similar ideas or to add items to a list, or is used to talk about options, etc. Subordinating conjunctions are used to link dependent clauses and independent clauses. A dependent clause is an incomplete idea that cannot stand on its own as a complete sentence, while an independent clause can stand on its own as a complete sentence. Subordinate conjunctions are also used to add information of value to a sentence's main idea, signal cause and effect relationships, or indicate a shift in time and place. Examples of subordinating conjunctions include although, because, after, when, while, though, and unless. Example sentence: although I did not agree with her, I did what she asked. Determiners. Determiners are not recognized everywhere as a part of speech, but they are gaining traction. Determiners introduce a noun, clarify what nouns are referring to, and indicate quantity. Determiners include the definite article the indefinite articles a and an, Demonstratives like this, that, these, and those. And quantifiers like someone, somewhere, and something. Interjections. Interjections express emotions like excitement, astonishment, disgust, or enthusiasm. Examples include words like whoa, well, wow, and ouch. Example sentences: wow, you did very well on your exam. Ouch, that hurts. Can you think of another one, Sarah? Would oops be considered one? Indeed it would. Nouns. Nouns are the names of people, places, animals, objects, or ideas. Proper nouns are specific names, people, places, and things. They should be capitalized regardless of where they are in a sentence. Examples of proper nouns include Mrs. Robinson, the Eiffel Tower, a dog named Spot. Common nouns are unspecific nouns like city, family, desk, and chairs. Ideas are things we know exist but can't necessarily touch, like respect, appreciation, and joy. Prepositions. Prepositions indicate the relationship between words in a sentence. They show relationships of time, place, space, and direction. Common examples include by, with, for, around, off, in, on, at, over, under, and about. Pronouns. Pronouns substitute nouns and can be personal, possessive, interrogative, demonstrative, reflexive, or indefinite. We use pronouns to avoid repeating nouns and for stylistic variation. Be sure to use pronouns when the listener or reader already knows whom you're referring to. For example, an initial sentence may be, "My cousin works at the Wellington Library." A subsequent sentence could be, "She loves her job," because the listener already knows that she is referring to Sarah. Other examples of pronouns include I, you, mine, hers, who, and that. Finally, we have verbs. Verbs are action words, or words that represent an occurrence or state of being. Every complete sentence will contain a verb. When a verb has to before it, it's in its base form and is called the infinitive. Verbs are often conjugated into tenses like the present tense, past tense, and present progressive tense. When verbs are conjugated into these tenses, the to is removed. Examples of verb include eat, walk, study, might, should, and break apart. Did you find today's lesson effective? Please be sure to show your support by liking, sharing, and leaving a comment. Thank you guys for your attention. Until next class.